Red flag. Why not? Am I the a-hole? Today, I have nothing planned or curated already. So I'm just gonna get on here and whatever sparks my eye, I'm gonna click on it. And we're gonna read it and we're gonna give our initial reaction just like that. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. With me, your host, Sophie. Oh, that's actually disgusting. Reddit. I logged into Reddit and it just took me straight to am I the a-hole? Like, they know I'm a degenerate. That's embarrassing. I'm immediately intrigued by this one. I don't know if it's too inappropriate. I don't know. At what age did your parents give birth to you? Girl, I'm sorry, but who cares? Here we go. We got our first one. Advice needed. Am I the a-hole for wearing a Speedo to prove a point to my sister? Love it. Let's get into it. I, 16 male, have a sister, Chloe, 22 female, and she sucks. All right, we're getting into the nitty gritty already. There's not even a mature way to put it because she acts younger than me, but talks to me like she's older than me. She recently got a boob job and looks ridiculous. It's embarrassing because all my friends know it and she has fillers, so they started spamming the group chat 2 weeks ago with blow-up dolls. Our summer house has a pool, but it's reserved for family only and her friends because of something I did. And I think she brings over friends now just because she knows I can't. Okay, first paragraph. Wow. There's a lot of resentment going on here and I'm not sure what's going on. If someone were to ever come and call my sister a blow-up doll, whether she got boob job and lip fillers or not, don't talk about my sister like that. That's my family. If she wants to have that kind of look, you let her have that look and that's not your place to say anything. In the group chat talking about my sister, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. We will keep reading though and I will not get upset. In any case, my dad and uncle like to get people to come and make hibachi and drinks for family because we don't always see each other and it's a big thing. It's boring and there's way too many kids and I'm still banned from having friends over, so I was in a bad mood already. And then Chloe comes down in a bikini that barely covers anything, and because she's my sister, I had to tell her she looks like a tramp. Because it's true, and usually she'd say something nasty back, but she's been so sensitive since she got her boobs done and she threw her drink over my head. I mean... Then I got punished and forced to apologize even though I pointed out she looks gross and there were kids everywhere. I still had to tell her she looked nice. Off the bat, if you have a problem with like somebody's outfit due to like an actual reason of there being kids, first of all, I don't believe that his anger is from the kids being there because it just doesn't feel like that's where it's coming from. There's some sort of resentment from something else. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but you don't go about it by saying they're a tramp. I mean, let's just start there. I mean, okay, you want to solve a problem? Okay, you tramp. That's not going to solve a problem. That may start a problem. A whole new problem. And it did. If the problem is mainly that it makes you feel uncomfortable around your friends, you could have an honest conversation with your sister. Because I have a little brother. So if the way I dressed around my little brother's friends ever made him feel uncomfortable and he wanted to talk to me about it, he could totally be like, hey, Sophie, since you're my sister and I value you as my sister, is there any way that you could, just wear something else so they don't comment on it? Because it just makes you feel uncomfortable. I feel like that wouldn't have caused a problem, but it's just the way that you go about it. I pointed out she looks gross. Like, girl, and you call her a tramp. Like, that is not the way to go about it. And you say she's sensitive. You're not being nice. So a few days ago, we had another family thing and I decided if she can wear nothing, I can too. I bought a Speedo a size too small and it was exactly what Chloe always wears. Something with half her butt out. As soon as I got to the pool, everyone started looking, partially because I was mocking her. I think I only lasted a couple of minutes before my dad noticed and grounded me. For no other reason, just for that. When I pointed out Chloe was wearing basically the same thing, my parents made excuses, basically said, since I'm a child, I can wait until I'm 18 to wear something like that. So clearly they realized it's inappropriate. I made her cry and my parents banned me from going anywhere until I learn and apologize. Am I really the asshole? I feel like I'm being punished for her insecurities. I think you're an a-hole for sure. I do. I do think you're lacking empathy a little bit with this situation. If your sister's insecure, why would you want to push that? It's not screaming love to me. Let's see what the commenters said. I'm kind of curious this time. They seem to be against me. Comments seem to be against me, which is fine. I'm not going to agree with everybody. I'm just saying, but they're like, no, the parent's the asshole or whatever the frick. Anyways, but my opinion is that you could have gone about this way different way. I think like let your sister wear a bikini. She's a 22-year-old woman. Why do they disturb you that much? It's supposed to be your sister. I just think it's too much emotion about the bikini, to be honest. That's me. Oh, diva. I'm wondering. I'm scrolling through. I'm like, These are not am I the a-hole. I'm not even on here. Am I the a-hole for declining my sister's friend request to use my cabin? My name is Rose. I'm a 38-year-old and I have just one loving sister, although we live in different cities. I have a small cabin off town I inherited from my grandparents 3 years ago. It's about 2 hours from our family house. It's very quiet and it has a lake nearby. Nothing really luxurious, but a great place to cool off. I do go there often. I only allow close friends and family to use it if they ask in advance, as long as they use it neatly and treat it with respect. Earlier this week on Tuesday, I received a message on my Facebook from a woman I've met once. And only thing I know about her is that she's my sister's friend. During the course of our interactions, I then learned that she's a nurse. We chatted briefly at a barbecue last year. That was when I met her. She messaged me saying she just learned about the cabin and wanted to know if it was available for the weekend. I told her no, that I was planning on going up this weekend. Her response was sharp, as if she was offended. Oh, wow, okay. I just really needed a break. I've been on a tight working schedule for a week, and being a nurse is exhausting. This would have been a perfect reset for me. I figured you'd understand.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you.
I said, I do understand, and I appreciate her work, but the cabin isn't available this weekend. Hoping everything would end here, but she flared up. Girl, no ma'am. Why is she gonna flare up about this? It's not her place. You don't even use it that often, right? I don't get extra money enough to afford places like that. I wouldn't have to come to you. I just thought if you weren't selfish, you would offer it as kindness. I knew where it was all headed. I read and ignored. Later, about some hours passed, my sister called asking me what happened, saying her friend was really upset and felt like I was being rude and inconsiderate. It turned out that she told my sister I didn't care about her as a healthcare worker, and I made the fact clear that it wouldn't cost me nothing to let her use the cabin for 2 days. Am I the a-hole? I would say no. Like, why would you feel entitled to somebody else's house? Like, I don't know. I just think that's odd. Like, everybody needs to get away, and that's fine. If you guys had some sort of a friendship, I would totally do that for somebody and let them stay. Like, if it's somewhere I'm not really using or whatever, but first you ask if they're going to be using the place. She's already going to be using it. Then you're getting snappy. You're having an attitude. It doesn't seem like you're going to be receiving a gift. It's not giving gift. Oh, this is so me. Okay. Am I the a-hole for punching my mom's boyfriend after he shoved my dog off the couch so aggressively it landed awkwardly on the floor, whimpered in pain, and couldn't stand on its legs afterwards? Oh my god. So he a dog, basically. No, that's your baby. I don't really need to read this. Okay, let's just read it. My mom's boyfriend, male in his 40s, does not like dogs. Red flag. Why not? He doesn't have a phobia or anything. He just does not like them and has said so himself. That's especially a red flag. Because, like, having a phobia because you had, like, a bad experience with a dog is, like, okay. But just, like, not liking them, why? He came over and him and my mom were sitting next to each other watching TV while I, 19 male, was on the other couch just playing on my phone. He got up to go to the bathroom and my dog jumped on the couch and sat where he was sitting. When he came back and noticed the dog took his spot on the couch, he shoved it so hard it fell on the floor, yelped and whimpered and couldn't stand or get up on its legs. That is like so sad. It's like hard for me to read that, to be honest, because it's like dogs, they tend to go and sit in like that warm spot because it makes them feel comforted. That's so sad to me. Like that you would treat a sweet baby dog like that. I just can't even believe it. It was a very hard shove. Yeah, obviously dogs don't just whimper for no reason. I mean, come on. And he can't stand up. Like, hello. It was a very hard shove and it all happened so fast. But when I registered what just happened, I stood up, quickly walked over him and punched him as hard as I could. And then gently picked up my dog. Period. Yeah. Because you know what? Pick on somebody your own size. Me. Right now. Let's go. No, you're not going to go and push what's wrong with you, bro? My mom yelled at me, Mom, stay out of this. He is a bad guy. My mom yelled at me asking what's wrong with me while her boyfriend got up in my face, swearing at me and threatening to beat me up, but my mom got in between us. I took my dog to the vet and he had a broken leg and needed surgery. I love that you wrote this. Am I the a-hole? Sweetie, no. You are the defender of your child. I had to use all the money I've been saving up to make the surgery happen. My mom did not even contribute a penny. Despite all this, she is still mad at me for punching her boyfriend and doesn't understand why I acted that way over a dog. She wanted me to apologize to him, but I will die on this hill. As you should. Don't apologize. Like, you're not gonna go break my dog's leg, abuse my dog. Absolutely not. Not gonna happen. Alright, let's get into our last story. Last and final story. Am I the a-hole for thinking my wife looks less sexy after she got Botox and dyed her hair? I, 51 male, promise I love my wife, 53 female. Okay, we're starting off with a promise that he loves his wife. If you ask me, she looked her sexiest just before our last child moved out. I think the wrinkles and gray hair made her look extra sexy. She had some kind of crisis when our last kid went to college and she tried to look young again. Got Botox, dyed hair, started wearing makeup every day, dressed youthful, and changed other stuff. She can do what she wants. We still have sex, but she started asking me if something was wrong. I kept telling her it wasn't a big deal. We're both into fitness. But my wife started getting worried that I have some health issue or it's a financial issue that's stressing my body out. The last time she asked, I made sure to tell her that I love her. I just told her I don't want to control her. I told her she can do what she wants. I told her I think she looks sexy. I told that to me. I emphasized to me. She looks less sexy after she got Botox and dyed her hair. She looks sad. So I told her a truthful statement that I find she looks sexier now than she was in her 20s. But she still asked me if I preferred how she looked before she tried to revamp herself. I said yes. Am I the asshole? No, I mean, I would say no. Unfortunately, as women, we feel a lot of pressure to like not age and like have some sort of like beauty about us that's all encompassing. You know what I mean? And for you to love her in what she probably processed as her absolute lowest. But the fact that you were honest, you openly communicated, you find her beautiful in her most natural form, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, you know? You supported her with it, and you'll support her without it. I find it a little bit more weird when partners push their partners to get plastic surgery. That's what I find weird. I'm like, why are you trying to push your partner if they don't even want to have the plastic surgery to get plastic surgery? Like, that's the video. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with me or not. If you do, great. If you don't, great. If you want to see more of these videos, let me know. Thank you for watching. Bye.